My name is Steve Altizer. I'm the CEO of Compu Dynamics. One of the coolest things about this new AI era that we find ourselves in is the fact that we are still building data centers today, and there are data centers that were just finished in the last few months that are really not even compatible with true high-performance AI. Yes, we could put AI on training wheels in these data centers and cool the GPUs with air, but when you really get into the high-performance AI GPU models, it's going to be very difficult to use some of today's data center designs. This has created a lot of opportunity for a lot of people in this industry, including Compu Dynamics. One of the changes that we've seen immediately is the need to boost power to the rack. NVIDIA, of course, is driving a lot of this, and we're talking now about rack densities that have gone from 20 kilowatts a rack a couple of years ago to 120 kilowatts a rack today, and upwards to a megawatt per rack in a few years. That has a lot of heads spinning in our industry. We don't even know, in some ways, in some cases, how we're going to deliver that kind of density to a rack. There are ideas, DC power, for example, sidecars, lots of other things that might be happening in the industry. We haven't seen it yet, but we know it's coming because NVIDIA is driving us that way. Along with that power density becomes the requirement for liquid cooling. Air cooling is great. It's been great for many, many years, decades, in fact. It got us where we are today, but air cooling is only going to get us part of the way into the future. For the next decade or so, we're probably going to see a hybrid type of cooling approach, where some of the GPU heat and server heat and network heat is going to be extracted with air, and the bulk of it will be extracted with liquid. Lots of different liquids. There are lots of technologies out there. We don't know which ones are going to rise to the top and succeed, but everybody's competing right now for that chance to be the standard in the industry. The funny thing is, there are no standards in the industry right now, and it doesn't even appear that anything is rising to that level of becoming a standard. It's the wild, wild west today, literally. It's every man for himself, every company for themselves, and the technologies are fighting it out. So far as this AI boom has arisen, we have seen very, very few liquid cooling projects deployed at scale. And when I say at scale, I mean multiple megawatts. We know they're coming. The manufacturers of liquid cooling equipment are going nuts trying to keep up with the demand. There are a handful of implementations so far, but not that many. But we see many more on the horizon. One of the most exciting developments in my career, and it's been quite a long career, by the way, I've been in data centers since 1999, is the emergence of liquid cooling as a necessity. It's kind of funny in a way. Power, critical power, redundant power, reliable power, it's been the talk of the data center industry since the very beginning. That's really all people have talked about for decades. Now, power is so intense going to these racks that cooling is really the science. Cooling is the trick. If you don't have the cooling expertise, you can't build a data center for the future. You can't build an AI data center. Compu Dynamics has been a specialty contractor in the field of data centers for about 23 years now. We were in data centers when data centers weren't even popular and nobody knew what they were. I remember answering questions from family and friends. What is a data center? Well, I don't have to answer those questions anymore. Everybody knows what a data center is. But everybody knows what a data center was. What is a data center going to be? That's the question. When AI becomes the standard for the industry, what will data centers be designed like, and what will they look like, and what will they act like? How will we operate them? How will we build them? Things are going to change. It's very exciting at this point, and we are right at the forefront of that technology shift. Compu Dynamics, because of our white space expertise and our mechanical piping expertise, years of delivering fluid out to IT cabinets, we are in a position to help customers with design, deployment, and ongoing maintenance. Some of these systems require sophisticated piping systems to be prefabricated off-site, designed and prefabricated, delivered, assembled, filled, flushed, cleaned, started up, commissioned. It's a complex web of technologies and it's a complex series of activities that many customers and many contractors are not ready to deal with. If you are one of those customers, we are here for you. We're prepared to put people on your site. We are prepared to respond 24/7 to any issues that arise. We are here to test and monitor the cleanliness of the fluid in your TCS loops. We are here to support you when you need adds, moves, changes of a network variety, a piping variety, a power variety, whatever it might be in your white space. We have the smart hands technicians to be able to do rack and stack and modify, move, change, anything you need in your data center. More importantly, a lot of people can do many of those things. We have skills across the board within our single organization. We are one company with all the skills that you need to support your white space.